Hey friends, welcome to the Singapore Market Digest for Thursday, June 26th, 2025. I'm Iggy from the Investing Iguana. Today, we'll dive into the latest happenings on the SGX, giving you the key updates you need to stay ahead of the game. The Investing Iguana is proud to be ranked 8th in the 2024 Influential Tigers by Tiger Brokers. We've just crossed 1 million reads and 58,000 likes. I've produced over 900 videos with more than 500,000 watch hours as of June 2025. I also focus on regional and global economic trends that impact your investments. Today's market showed mixed signals across key sectors, with some fascinating corporate developments that could reshape your investment strategy. Let's break down what happened and what it means for your portfolio. Singapore Airlines made headlines with its annual report revealing CEO Goh Chun Fong's compensation package. He received 7 million Singapore dollars for the financial year ending March 31st, representing a 13.5% drop from last year's $8.1 million package. This reduction often signals a company's focus on cost management and shareholder value creation. What's particularly interesting is that SIA announced profit-sharing bonuses of 7.45 months for eligible employees. This careful balance between executive pay cuts and employee rewards is crucial for retaining talent in the highly competitive aviation sector. It shows management is thinking strategically about human capital while managing costs. SIA shares closed at 687 Singapore dollars, up a modest 0.3%. The stock has remained relatively stable, reflecting investor confidence in the carrier's recovery trajectory post-pandemic. With travel demand continuing to normalize and international routes reopening, SIA remains a key player to watch in Singapore's aviation recovery story. Now let's talk about Semcorp Industries, which hit a speed bump in its Vietnam expansion plans. The company's wholly owned unit, Sembcorp Solar Vietnam, is experiencing delays in acquiring a 49-megawatt hydropower asset. The holdup comes from government approvals that aren't expected until year-end. This delay affects part of Sembcorp's ambitious 245-megawatt renewables portfolio acquisition in Vietnam, originally announced back in November 2023. For investors, this highlights the regulatory risks that come with overseas expansion, especially in emerging markets. Vietnam's renewable energy sector offers tremendous potential, but navigating local regulations requires patience and persistence. Sembcorp's stock closed 0.2% lower at 684 Singapore dollars before this news broke. Despite these regulatory hurdles, their renewable energy push remains a compelling long-term growth driver. The global transition to clean energy is unstoppable, and Sembcorp is positioning itself well for this megatrend. On a more positive note, Keppel secured a major win by partnering with the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. This partnership will facilitate up to 1.5 billion US dollars in sustainable infrastructure investments across the Asia-Pacific region over the next 5 years, running until December 2030. The focus areas include green infrastructure, connectivity, and technology-enabled projects. Think power transmission and distribution, renewable energy installations, transportation networks, and smart urban services. These are essentially the building blocks of Asia's rapidly growing economies. For Keppel, this partnership provides access to substantial funding while validating their infrastructure development capabilities on a regional scale. The stock remained flat at 740 Singapore dollars, but this partnership could be a genuine game changer for securing future project wins. Infrastructure development across Asia is experiencing unprecedented growth, and Keppel is strategically positioning itself right in the center of this massive opportunity. Moving to some corporate drama, ChordLife's partial takeover saga came to an anticlimactic end. Madei's Treasury's offer for a 10% stake completely flopped, securing only 2.4 million shares, which represents less than a tenth of what they needed. That's just 0.95% of the company instead of the required 25.6 million shares for success. The independent financial advisor had already labeled this offer as unfair and unreasonable, and shareholders clearly agreed with that assessment. This failed takeover attempt demonstrates how crucial proper valuation is in merger and acquisition deals. When offers don't reflect fair market value, informed shareholders will simply reject them. ChordLife shares stayed flat at 33 cents. Interestingly, This failed takeover might actually be positive news for existing shareholders if management truly believes the company is worth significantly more than what Medez was offering. Finally, Capland India Trust wrapped up our corporate updates with a successful 100 million Singapore dollar perpetual securities issuance at 4.4% per annum. These funds will support debt repayment, ongoing business activities, potential acquisitions, and general working capital requirements. The securities are scheduled to launch on July 2nd and list on the Singapore Exchange around July 3rd. This capital raising demonstrates Clint's confidence in India's commercial real estate market and their expansion ambitions. India's office and retail sectors continue showing robust growth, making this REIT an intriguing play on the subcontinent's sustained economic expansion. Clint units jumped 3% to 1.03 Singapore dollars, clearly showing strong investor appetite for this capital raising and optimism about the trust's future growth prospects. Looking at today's developments through a strategic lens, I see three key themes emerging that every Singapore investor should understand. First, corporate governance and cost management are taking center stage. From SEA's executive pay adjustments to shareholders decisively rejecting lowball offers at ChordLife, the market clearly values responsible management and fair valuations. Second, international expansion remains both challenging and potentially rewarding. Semcorp's Vietnam delays remind us that overseas growth requires time and patience, while Keppel's infrastructure partnership demonstrates the substantial payoff when international strategies are executed correctly. Third, active capital raising like Clint's perpetual securities suggests that well-managed companies are preparing for significant growth opportunities ahead. In today's dynamic environment, having ready access to capital provides crucial strategic options. My key takeaway for Singapore investors is this: focus your attention on companies demonstrating strong governance practices, realistic international expansion plans, and solid capital management strategies. Today's market movements underscore the critical importance of patience and thorough due diligence in all your investment decisions. That's the complete scoop for the SGX today, Thursday, June 26, 2025. Successfully navigating these daily market shifts is absolutely crucial for building long-term wealth in Singapore's dynamic market environment. If you found this digest helpful and want to receive my real-time analysis, urgent market insights, and daily heads-up on crucial market movements delivered up to a week before anyone else sees them, then our premium membership is exactly what you need. It's just $1 per month, less than the cost of a single cup of coffee. Think of it as your daily dose of market foresight delivered directly from my desk to yours. Ready to stay consistently ahead in the Singapore market? Simply click the link in the description below to become a member today.